over Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Jakeem Grant now to return, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second and 1, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there for Chicago.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Touchdown! David Montgomery from 19 yards away. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down, Fitzpatrick. Here's a diving catch right side.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Forced out to his left. McKissick a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 34.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 34. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Get ready. Rush in. You go!
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Carter there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he... Picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Second down and 3. Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off play action, Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing again is Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, Fields again. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay, and that'll set them back 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And does Washington have it? They do. A disappointing end of the sequence.